Welcome back. So I wanted to share a home workout I did for only legs using just dumbbells and a bench. You can use a chair, you can use any type of weight that you have. And so let's get started. I always start with the exercises I hate most. So side step ups, I hate them. Oh my cat, she's so cute. Sorry. So side step ups, the idea is to use your abductor muscles, which are on the side of your legs, and you're going to use that and your glutes to push you up. And as you can see, I lift the front of my foot a little bit in order to emphasize my heel going up. The angle is not that great, but I just wanted to show how using your heel is more important, especially if you want this to hit your hamstrings and your glutes more than your quads, because it's not really a quad exercise anyway. There she goes again. Alright, and this is sped up on the other side, but I have the dumbbells in each hand. This works on your balance and your core strength a lot, and as well as with the glutes, like there are three major muscles, the side, upper, and like middle, which is like the larger portion. So I wanted to show that this is one that hits like more of like the side muscle that's harder to hit with like traditional exercises like hip thrusts, which I'm showing here. So I'm doing body weight hip thrust here, but then I added like the 15-pound dumbbell as weight because it was easier. It was kind of easy, I don't know, but the weight helped a lot. And I would recommend starting off with a lighter weight and building up. You will get stronger at these very, very quickly just because it's a large muscle group that you're working. So I wouldn't worry about that. And one thing that I'm not doing right here that I want you to be able to do is to move your head and neck in line with your back. So I should be lifting my head whenever I'm going down because my back is sloping downwards. And that's a mistake a lot of people make, including myself, when I'm not paying attention. So don't be like me, do better. I promise you, you can. And again, push up with your heel. My foot's not in this frame because of filming complications. So because I broke my tripod like right before this. Anyway, here is the next exercise, and these are forward step ups. So these are more traditional. I see a lot of people do this. I get in trouble for doing these at my gym, so I do them at home where there's no one to yell at me and tell me to put it away. And again, push with your heel. This will work more of the gluteus medius or maximus, I believe. And also, I step on the bench with the other foot if I feel like I'm losing balance, because I'd rather do that than step completely on the bench and take the tension off the muscle that's working. But I bounce a lot, especially if I'm sore or if I've done a little bit of different exercises before. So I did like 3 sets, so that's why this last set was very, very difficult and I was falling over a lot, as you can clearly see, because grace all the way. But I supersetted those with single leg deadlifts. I should have said Romanian deadlifts because I'm keeping the working leg, which is the stationary leg, as straight as possible. You don't lock out your knee at all, but in order to engage the hamstring as much as the muscle or the exercise allows, you need to keep your knee pretty flexible and push up with your hamstring and your glute instead of your arms or your back or anything. The weight just helps you incorporate your core more and makes it a little bit more difficult, but you can do these without weight. They're called interior reaches, and by doing so you also work on the connecting muscles between your hamstring and your glutes, which a lot of people have asked me about, so I wanted to just mention that. These and good mornings, which are very difficult exercise to do in terms of like making sure your back is okay. So I recommend these first, especially for people who are new to weightlifting, just because your chances of getting hurt doing these are much slimmer than with anything else. And I hate injuries, so I will do anything to prevent it. And then I did jumping lunges, and I did 4 sets of 20, which means 10 per leg. I should be working towards doing more, but I just kind of get annoyed after 20 and stuff like that, like falling happens, so I kind of stop. And yeah, so that's how that worked out. And when doing these, again, push up with your heel. These will make your heart race and it'll be hard to balance, but you get there very, very quickly, I promise. Then I did reverse lunges and stationary reverse lunges. I did one leg completely, all the reps on one leg, and then I switched to the other leg because by doing so you tire the muscle out faster. The muscle is under tension for longer, and oh, that was a really bad rep. Oh lord. Anyway, so that's another reason. And if I switch back and forth, I kind of wobble a lot, so I like to just plant my foot and just keep going ham on these until until it's over, until like the entire ordeal is just out of the way. And then, oh, another thing, I'm holding dumbbells here, but a lot of people prefer to put a barbell on their back while doing these and make them backloaded. Both are perfectly acceptable. It's truly dependent on which muscles you feel more comfortable using to hold a weight up. And then jumping squats. I don't see many people do these anymore, but I feel like they're necessary and they just get your heart rate up so fast, and it takes like 12 seconds. And after, I do these in between a lot of leg exercises on leg day if I don't feel like doing cardio, just because I get the same effect. And by doing these, you work on your depth. For squats, you stretch your legs out a lot because there's no weight that's holding you back. And I think I supersetted those with these split squats. I did 12 per leg because I was using a lighter weight than necessary. Oh, look, my mommy's on the bike. Anyway, so 12 per leg. Not a great angle, but again, push up with your heel on the leg that's in front because that's the working leg. I always start off with my left leg being the working leg because that's my weaker leg, and I want to just be able to focus as much energy on that leg as possible. And I recommend that to anyone else because a lot of muscular imbalances can occur when you're doing bilateral movements. Bilateral meaning you're using both left and right limb at the same time, and the stronger limb tends to take over and do more of the work. So to counterbalance that, doing single leg exercises helps. Moving on, these are goblet squats. I'm just holding the dumbbell in my palms. I have a kettlebell, but I hate kettlebells, so I just didn't use it. And for goblet squats, just go lower than that because what I'm doing is pretty pathetic. But I was just very tired at this point doing all these exercises. So go down as low as possible. It's a front-loaded exercise, so you can utilize your quad a bit more, and it's like perfectly safe to do so. But again, push up with your heel to prevent any knee injury. These are split squats again, but these are without the weight and jumping because they are terrifying. These are just like a terrifying movement. When someone showed them, I was like, I will fall, I can't do it. And lo and behold, I fell the first time. But with your ankle, as long as you are stable when you're starting off and you just don't move your foot, you're only jumping with the front foot, you should be fine. I suggest people do these near a wall or something that they can hold on to so that they don't fall like I did. I kept that clip in there so that you don't feel bad about falling like I tend to do a lot of the time. And just hold on to something until you figure out the balancing situation. I did curtsy lunges as well because I like how these hit the side of my legs more than traditional lunges or reverse lunges. I prefer to do these with a barbell, but I don't have a barbell. This is an at-home like makeshift workout, so dumbbells on each side it is. And with these, go to the side as much as you can, and then the foot that is staying planted in front of your body should be doing most of the work and bringing you up, and no jumping up because that's cheating. Bring your heel to the forefront of your attention, push up with your heel, and everything will be okay. And then fire hydrants. Fire hydrants work the sides of your glutes a lot. They're very, very good at that. I don't have a large range of motion with these if I'm holding a dumbbell, but if I use bands, which I bought recently, those are a much better option, but I did what I could with these, and it still hurt, it still burned. It's basically the same muscle that you're working when you were doing the side step-ups in the beginning of the video. And by doing the side variation, you're making sure you hit more muscles of your leg instead of just one part of the glute, your quads, and your hamstrings, because there are many muscles in your legs and you should try and focus on all of them. The only one I don't work is calves because I'm really bad. And then donkey kicks. And with donkey kicks, I've seen people do these on a hamstring machine. There's machines built for this, but I like this variation just because you can do it in any corner of the gym by yourself. No one bothers you, and you can move up in weight pretty quickly. I do these pretty high rep just to like fatigue the muscle out, especially if I don't have another burnout exercise in mind. And with these, keep your arms straight, almost as if you're doing a plank. Hold your core in and kick up as if your heel is doing the kicking, and just aim for the sky. And when you're doing these, the dumbbell will slip a little bit, but as soon as you get that grip like down between your calf and your hamstring, you'll be good to go. And that's all I have for you. I don't have any filmed clips for the beginning or end of this video, and I'm sorry. Thank you for sticking around, and I will be back. And thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.